Baby love, what you doing? What's the plan? Looking for a man, corny dating in Japan. Hey! Hi darlings! Yes, it's me, Cornelia! This is no November. So yeah, it's now December. My charger broke and I totally missed the deadline, and I realised whilst editing that these mini stories are way too long for one video. It would be literally about 45 minutes, so I'll be breaking it down into bite-sized story portions. This part is part 1 of the Foreigner edition. You got it? Great. Good. Roll the footage. Where we talk about dating fails and trying not to go on dates and have interaction with men. But you know what? I try my best, but darling, I can't always do it. But anyways, darling, take a seat and I will start my story time for you. I don't know why I went into the Queen's English, but okay, anyway. So, if you don't know who I am, my name is Cornelia, but you can call me Corny. My channel is Cornyco, means corny community. We like to share, talk about stuff, life, all things in Japan. Sometimes I get comments about dating foreigners in Japan, so I thought, you know what, let me just get it out of the way. Let me just appease the people that want to know about my stories of dating foreigners in Japan. Foreigners are like a different breed entirely. I feel like I've had a lot more weird and interesting interactions with Japanese guys. Maybe just because I'm like not familiar. Still, I'm kind of shocked at some of the questions I get and things that I'm asked and the experiences that I have. I mean, you guys have witnessed it. If you haven't, what are you doing? Go to my playlist after this and check out my story times about dating Japanese guys in Japan. I don't know what it is about foreigners in Japan. Yeah, there's a lot of weird ones, but the ones that I've been on dates with have seemed to be pretty nice, to be honest. And I think that's why I've hesitated talking about dating foreigners in Japan. A lot of the guys that I've met have been on Tinder. I live in Yokohama and nearby there's like an army base or military base. There's a lot of foreigners like hovering around. So when you match with people on Tinder, it's like, oh, hey. Those are the kind of foreigners I match with. Anyways, I'm gonna talk about one guy. He seemed pretty sweet. I think most of all, I liked his smile. He had a lovely smile. I don't want to give, should I give the shade? I don't know if I want to go for the shade, but like I feel like foreigners might have a little bit better teeth than you know what I'm saying. I'm trying not to say it, but you know what I'm saying, you know. I'm gonna skip forward. You know the deal. Talked on Tinder. He was cute. He seemed nice. Let's meet up. This guy was the tallest out of all of the guys that I've dated. He was a giant. So I'm there looking up like, you know me, I like to assess what guys are wearing because it means something. I want to see if a man can dress well. It's attractive too, guys. You've got to make an effort. And this guy was dressed up for me. I feel it. Like, he's so cute. He was wearing like a shirt. I can't remember the pattern of the shirt. I feel like it was like checked or something. But he was wearing a shirt and some jeans and some like shoes, like casual borderline working shoes. It didn't really match. If I can find a picture, I'll put it here so you can see what I'm talking about. I wasn't feeling the style so much, but his personality was very, very sweet. He took control. He knew what he was doing. He's like, right, we're gonna go to this centre where you can do bowling and stuff and just pick what you want to do. I like table tennis and snooker or pool, whatever you want to call it, but I love karaoke the most, so I chose karaoke. We went to the karaoke place and had a big old room to ourselves. It was really fun actually. I was singing, having the time of my life, and when I get really more relaxed, I just start to sing how I normally sing. Not terrible, not great, just like okay. And I think he was like taken back because he was like looking at me like, okay, and I'm like, okay. After my song, he starts singing. He's got a good voice. Americans, why are you so talented? You know how they say black people can sing, but this guy could sing. He could sing, and the way that he was dressed, he was looking like he came fresh out of a like boy band back in the 90s. Like I was like, okay, do you thing? And it was cute because he was kind of like serenading me, and I was sitting down and then he like ushered me over to sit on his lap and he was like singing to me and I'm like, oh my god, these are the moves? Alright. It's fun. I've never been serenaded before. That was my first time someone actually sang for me and made me feel appreciated. I really enjoyed that. Then it kind of got competitive. Every time I'd sing a song, he was like trying harder and I was trying harder and we were just both singing, and then we ended up doing a duet and we were just both like going for it and enjoying ourselves. Karaoke was great, but it was after that we'd relaxed a bit more. We were walking out of the hallway, out of the corridor from the karaoke place, and he says, can I have a hug? And I'm like, yeah, okay. So he grabs me by the waist and he picks me up, like my feet are off the freaking ground, and I'm like, no! Like, I feel like a freaking kid. He's like flailing me all over the place. So in my mind, I'm like, this guy is strong. really strong. He can handle me. And I'm look, guys, like, you see this? You see this? I'm a thick girl. I got ass and stuff. I'm thick. I'm not saying I'm a pervert, but I'm getting ideas like, oh, okay, so you can lift me up. Nice. He was very playful, made me feel at ease, had good banter. In the UK, we say banter, that means like good chat, good talk. And he was really entertaining to be around. And I think it was refreshing for me because I'd only been on dates at that point with only Japanese people. So for me, it's like, oh, okay, I don't have to try so hard to like make conversation or make that person feel comfortable. It was actually the other way around where I felt like he knew what he was doing. He was doing his job to make me feel comfortable. And I feel like that's a foreign trait. Maybe it's because it's like my people that I just feel like I could breathe. That's one great point about dating foreigners in Japan. Love that. He's flinging me around and he's like, okay, are you ready to go out to eat? Yeah, where do you want to go? I don't know, where do you want to go? And I'm like, oh, I want to eat Chinese food. So we go to this Chinese place and we sit down and we start talking. This is where it gets interesting. So I'm like, so, what do you do? Well, I work in the military, as you know. I'm not going to do an American voice. I'm looking to start a business. And I'm like, okay, so that's attractive. Business, okay, you want to make money, you're on the hustle, I like that. So do you have any kids? Yeah, I have kids. I have 5. Wow, look at the time. Sorry, I don't want to trigger anybody. If you have kids, that's fine, but 5! People fall in love and fall out of love and there's different circumstances, but I'm not trying to be your freaking 4th or 5th baby mother. I'm not trying to do that. Are you put off by that? Now, of course, I'm not gonna say, yeah, forget you. Bye, I'm out. I got my sports gear on, I'm ready to run, goodbye. Like, I'm not gonna do that because that's insensitive, and I understand that, you know, it's a struggle. He didn't choose this life for himself. And I'm like, oh my God, this is already turning me off and I hate that I'm being this person, but I am this person. I don't wanna be with someone that has 5 kids, I'm sorry. 1 is okay, but 5? How are we gonna enjoy our lives together? How are we gonna go on vacation? You got kids to provide for. So much responsibility already, so I commend him, bless his heart. But I was like, nah. And then he was telling me like about the dealings with his baby mamas, and I'm just like, no. I've been married once in my last relationship, so it didn't work out unfortunately, but it is what it is. Okay, too much baggage for me. The dad style to the 5 kids and 4 baby mamas or whatever, like, it's a no from me. I wanted to kind of like maybe create a friendship from this, but it didn't seem like he really wanted that. If I had like a few kids myself and we were like very similar in our experiences, then I'd be like, yeah, okay, let's do it, whatever, what's a couple more? But I've got no kids, guys. It's a lot to take on, you know, when you get married with someone or when you start a relationship with someone, you have to think about the extra baggage that they have. You have to think about their circumstances, you know, how are you going to interact? How are you going to be accepted by their family? Because it's important, unless they completely cut off their family. And if they are going to cut off their 5 kids, then that's somebody I don't actually want to be with because they're not taking responsibility for something that they have created. If you're being a deadbeat dad, then that's not attractive either. So it's like with me, I guess you can't win. I guess you can't win. I'm sorry, but like, yeah, it is what it is. After that, we had Chinese, we had a little bit of Chinese, and he said he didn't want the date to end. Oh, let's go get pancakes. So we go to this random store that's very quiet and we eat pancakes. You know what? What? My friends have just told me that there's a party going on tonight. Do you want to go? I'm sorry, I'm not the partying type. I don't like going out to parties really. I don't know, I'm just not into them anymore. Like, I love to dance, I love music, but the party scene, I'm just like, I'm not so sure. Why not? Come on, it'll be really fun. We can dance and have a good time. And I'm like, firstly, what about if I see other military guys that are hotter than you and I want to talk to them? If I'm gonna go to a military party, I'm gonna go as single, not attached to anybody. I've come as just on my own, not with you by my side, and I'm have to like stay loyal to you for the whole night. No, thank you. I want to see what's out there. I want to check my options. And it's getting late. It's like 11 o'clock. Sorry, I'm just not into that. Thank you for inviting me, but I'm gonna go home. No, you should really come. Honestly, you should come. You're gonna have a great time, I promise. No, I'm not really interested in going out. Come on, man. You don't have any fun? Hang out with me for a little bit longer. Let's go. I don't want to take the train. It's too far. I can't be arsed. Do you drive? No, I don't have my car with me. No, sorry. He's just really persistent. So if anyone's gonna invite me, it will be a girl from the military. Okay, it won't be going with a guy unless he's actually my boyfriend, like my boo, then I'll go. But like, I don't know you. I don't know where we're going. It's not daytime. God knows what could happen, and you're gonna probably try it on me, and I'm not into you like that. We talked a little bit afterwards, but it just fizzled out because I wasn't interested, and I let him know. I didn't ghost him or keep him hanging, guys. I let him know that I only saw him as a friend, and if he's willing to pursue that, that's fine. But I guess that's not, he's probably looking for a 5th baby mama or a 2nd wife, I don't know. But I just wasn't it, unfortunately, and I wish the best to him. Was that shade? It wasn't supposed to be shade, but it sounded like shade. But anyways, like, I wish the best to him. So that's a situation with a foreigner. Not too long ago, I went out with another guy from, no, he wasn't from the military. He was in the IT, and he's from America too. And oh, this is the story I was gonna start telling you, but I didn't. So basically,